In Ahmet Keser. He is a professor of political science and international relations at Hasan Kalyoncu University. He joins me now live from the Turkish capital. Professor, great to have you here with us on TRT World. So certainly many across the world say this is a huge diplomatic victory for Turkey. Now, if you look at the past 4 or 5 years, Turkey has played a significant role in mediating conflicts and deals. For example, finding a resolution to the Second Karabakh War, then mediating the historic grain deal between Russia and Ukraine, and now most recently this prisoner swap exchange. I wonder, is this a policy that other countries in the region should follow as well? Do you think that Turkey's diplomacy, mediation policy is something that can be used as a template for nations around the world?
Well, Jafar, first of all, thanks for having me. Of course, that is an important question. The other countries may follow the same path as well, but the question is, can they be as successful as Turkey played the role in these negotiations? Because just following the path or using the same diplomatic way as a template does not mean that each progress will bring success. Because first of all, this requires a huge amount of, I think, diplomatic background, experience, especially in negotiations and mediations. And also the cultural proximity to all the sides is another important aspect in this progress. Because when we look at, for example, Turkey, not only geopolitically, but also culturally very close both to the Eastern world and the Western world as well. So I think Turkey's policy, which there should be a country which can continue to talk both sides, is once more proved by this evidence as well. So Turkey's geographical shape and cultural shape, which makes it possible to construct bridges with both cultures, Western and Eastern cultures, I think make this possible for the families to meet with their lovely ones after a lot of fear and after a lot of negotiations by the parties. Because as you can imagine, as the number of the actors increase in a negotiation,
right,
to reach a solution gets difficult, more difficult, because more people involved, negotiations on the names, who will be released, who will be exchanged, which country, what is their crime. So these are really difficult questions to answer.
Right, and certainly, Professor, I mean, this was a delicate operation, and it involved a lot of security risks, and Turkey has successfully executed this operation. I wonder, and in fact, this is something that many in the world would say right now, Turkey's successful mediation and strategic autonomy have been highlighted through this very prisoner swap. How important, in your view, is this autonomy for Turkey's overall security strategy in a geopolitically volatile region?
For sure, we have to evaluate at least both the hard power and soft power of Turkey, which affects this progress and which makes it possible in this progress. Because, for example, we have some countries around Turkey, neighboring countries, which may have only soft power, but soft power does not work only. So Turkey has the ability to use hard power as well with a strong army. And also Turkey has soft power, which usually tries to construct good diplomatic relations with all the parties. Not the war, but peace-seeking diplomatic engagements. So when you combine both the hard power and soft power together in required amounts, in the right time, in right location, then you can turn it up to be a smart power. I think that is what Turkey is now trying to do in these negotiations. So that's why reaching solution, especially starting from Russian-Ukrainian conflict to this end, and when we see in other conflicts in the region as well. So this can be used also in Middle Eastern conflicts as well, as an example. And of course, partnering with other countries like Gulf countries like Qatar and etc. So if we can merge all these efforts together, I think it might be possible to reach a more peaceful or sustainable peace conditions, both in the region and at the global level.
Fascinating insights, Professor Ahmet Keser. It's always a pleasure talking to you. Thank you very much for talking to us here on TRT World.
Thanks, Jafar. Have a good broadcasting.